doing all that really he could hope for with Chelsea tonight, getting that first victory at Craven Cottage first up. Your question, Gary, to him about the goalkeeper. He's got Mike Penders there, who's in reserve as well, and was at Strasbourg last season, and he's a young goalkeeper, I think 21. A lot is talked about him being the successor. Would you have expected him to answer that question differently that you asked him?
No, I mean, look, I felt like I had to ask the question about the goalkeeper and couched it in such a way, which obviously, because we saw him speaking to him at the end and sort of put his arm around him. It's undeniable. Look, Xabi Alonso's been brought in as the manager of the football club, not as the coach. And when you're managing a football club, and I know from the manager that I played under, you have to make some pretty brutal and ruthless decisions. And they've strengthened in every single position on the pitch. In the forward areas, they've brought brilliant players in. They've brought Danny Welbeck and his experience in midfield. They've obviously got Jordan Henderson that's coming along with obviously very good players already in there. And they've got defenders that have come in. You cannot take a chance with the goalkeeper. I've said before, it's the most difficult position on the pitch. It's the one that carries the most scrutiny. It's the one that if you have got a goalkeeper that's making mistakes and is anxious, it will undermine everything that you're trying to do. And I think in the next 7 or 8 days, Xabi Alonso may have to just make a decision that he needs to bring in an experienced goalkeeper, because his job is to be successful for Chelsea. And it may be that he sticks with Robert Sanchez, but I think he has to protect himself.
Well, we're not saying anything we haven't said for the last 2 or 3 seasons. Unfortunately, listen, he's consoling them, but Chelsea will never win the league with Sanchez in goal. Impossible, it can't happen. And you think of the teams who've won the title, the last 3 teams who've won the title have all changed the goalkeeper. So you think of Pep bringing Ederson in. Now, Joe Hart had won the league, but he made a decision. This goalkeeper's not for me.
Bravo in first, and then he was brutal with him.
It's a big difference to win the league. Alisson comes in for Liverpool. Liverpool win the league. Arsenal don't win the league if they have Ramsdale in goal, not Raya. Impossible. So one of the biggest reasons why Arsenal won the league last year was Raya. They wouldn't have won the league without him. You can go back through history. Every team who wins the league have got, I would say, 99 times out of 100, the manager.
Not. Why would he not, Gary?
No, Dave, look, I've got experience of this. We had in my first period in my career at United, we had Peter Schmeichel in net for 6 or 7 years, and the difference is enormous. And then we had a period of about 4 or 5 years where we think we only won maybe 1 league in maybe 5 seasons, when Jose, Arsene Wenger, Rafa Benitez with Liverpool as well. But it was that period where it was really tough, and we had a mixture of goalkeepers in and around that time that were very good goalkeepers, but it's a massive personality, it's a massive character, it's a brilliant goalkeeper that wins a Premier League title or a league title. And then we brought Edwin van der Sar in and everything felt normal again. And I just think that back line of Chelsea's isn't perfect, but I think if they've got a goalkeeper behind them that's making them slightly more nervous, it's going to be a bigger problem and exacerbate it. And I'm saying this quite calmly because we're talking about a human being here, but the reality of it is Chelsea do need a goalkeeper. And it's one thing that I'm surprised that they've not dealt with in this transfer window, because it has been coming this for a couple of years. We've said goalkeeper, we've said centre-back, and we've said some experience down the spine, haven't we? And he's dealt with most things, but that's the last piece, I think.